Whether you like vodka straight or in a cocktail, there are lots of brands to choose from. Let's look at some of the most popular brands of vodka on the market. We'll uncover which ones you should keep at your own home bar and which brands you can skip. Vodka, in theory, should be smooth. There shouldn't be any bitterness or burn, making it easy to down even without additions. Unfortunately, no one told Burnett's. This budget vodka is popular because of a completely affordable $10 or $11 price tag. That makes it perfect for the college student who's looking for a way to party on a budget. No one is drinking this for the taste.
Oh, yours smells even worse. I'll be right back.
Yours smells even worse.
Drinking Burnett's straight will leave your throat feeling a bitter burn. Sure, you can try to hide the roughness of Burnett's taste with a mixer, but that's just going to ruin your mixer. Plus, that bitter aftertaste and burning sensation will still come through. This vodka will leave you with a very deep sense of regret. New Amsterdam's foray into the world of vodka is a fairly recent one, hitting shelves in 2011. Over the following years, it's become increasingly popular, but we can't figure out why. Part of the allure of New Amsterdam is the fact that you can pick up a liter bottle for between $13 and $18. We get it, that's a great deal. Unfortunately for New Amsterdam, that price point doesn't negate the fact that it's just kind of mediocre. And the flavors are nothing to write home about. The variety of choices is pretty standard, and they're not really strong enough to add serious flavor to most drinks. There are plenty of other affordable vodkas out there that are much more versatile and just better. We know that ranking Grey Goose toward the worst end of our collection of popular vodkas might not be a popular move, but we're doing it anyway. When it comes to taste, Grey Goose is respectable. It's smooth and it has no overwhelming flavors or boozy scents.
The extraordinary belongs to those who make it.
Imagine drinking water that's been so heavily filtered through charcoal, there's just a shadow of that charcoal flavor left behind. And that's what you'll get with Grey Goose. Our beef with this vodka comes with the price point. Consumers can expect to pay anywhere from $40 to $60 a bottle for this premium vodka. That's insanity. Sure, there are times when you get what you pay for, but occasionally you're just paying for the name and a neat-looking bottle. Grey Goose cruises along, secure in the knowledge that anyone who's looking to impress is going to fork over some serious cash just for the name on the bottle. There are better vodkas for a much better price. Another fancy vodka that's surprisingly low in our rankings, Cîroc was founded in 2003, but it wasn't until rapper Sean Combs got on board that the brand really took off. Because it's made from grapes, this vodka has a unique, almost citrus-like taste that's not terrible. However, it can be an acquired taste. Plus, it also makes this vodka either an excellent complement to some mixers or a terrible one for others. And here's where we take issue with this one. First, at around $30 for a 750 milliliter bottle, it's on the pricey side for what you're getting. And second, anyone who follows Combs and his Cîroc marketing might think this is the only option out there for gluten-free vodka. Their marketing makes a huge deal out of it, including posts by DJ Khaled that claimed it was the only gluten-free vodka. Truth in Advertising, however, reported that all vodka is gluten-free unless there is gluten in the added flavoring. Bottom line, we're taking points away from misleading advertising and shady marketing. Chances are pretty good that most liquor stores will have entire shelves devoted to the many flavors of 3 Olives. This British vodka certainly doesn't disappoint when it comes to the neat-looking bottle and the variety, but unfortunately what comes out of the bottle doesn't justify even the completely reasonable $17 to $20 price. The problem with 3 Olives starts with the smell. Open some higher-ranking vodkas and take a whiff, you should get a light, fresh scent or the smell of whatever flavor you're opening. Doing this with 3 Olives is sort of like opening a bottle of nail polish remover. Unless you're completely hiding this one with some seriously strong mixers, you can definitely get more bang for your buck elsewhere. If you're looking for a good solid vodka to keep on the shelf in the kitchen from mixing up a vodka cranberry or vodka tea while you're cooking dinner, Smirnoff is a completely reliable and respectable option. We love the $11 to $15 price tag, but the standard, non-flavored version is so versatile that it doesn't matter what kind of vodka cocktail you're in the mood for.
Sorry to eavesdrop, guys, but look, I'm not some unrelatable movie star. I'm just like you. I drink Smirnoff.
As long as your cocktail has other mixers to cut the boozy strength, you'll be golden. If you opt for a vodka tonic or a vodka martini, this isn't your bottle. It's just a bit too much for that. When it comes to the different varieties of Smirnoff, there's good and bad. Their infusions line is a delicious way to try something different, but their flavors can be tough. Everyone's palate is different, so we'll put it this way. Even if you love one, that doesn't mean you're going to like the others. While they say they're all made with natural flavors, some are definitely much higher on the sweeter pucker scale. We're looking at you, Green Apple. At the end of the day, that means you might find a flavor that you really like, but there's still the chance you're going to be disappointed if you branch out. Belvedere is another top-shelf vodka, and it's the one we'd recommend if you're looking for a special vodka to impress at a party. Going to dinner at the boss's house? Forget wine. Take Belvedere. Belvedere's price point is generally a little lower than other top-shelf vodkas. You can expect to spend around $30 for a liter bottle, but that's not all it has going for it. Since it's made with rye, Belvedere's has a bit more flavor than you might expect. Also on the positive side are their flavors, which you can definitely pick up and know you'll be getting with the same Belvedere base. Those flavors aren't going to take away from the familiar mouthfeel. It's an excellent vodka for almost any cocktail, especially smaller, lighter ones where you really want all the flavors to come through. So why is it not higher on our ranking? Belvedere puts out so many flavors and specialty releases that it might be tough to find your favorite once you pick one. Then again, we give high points for widespread, guaranteed availability. There are some liquors meant for sipping in front of a roaring fire while discussing things like classic literature. And then there's vodka. Vodka is meant to be fun, and when it comes to fun vodka, there's no one that does it quite like Pinnacle. Sure, there are standard flavors like citrus, raspberry, and peach, but if you're looking to treat yourself to something super fun, how about cake or any one of their whipped varieties? And that's where Pinnacle does what they do really well. Not only are they reasonably priced at around $12 to $15 a bottle, they're also surprisingly well balanced. Not too sweet and no bitter sting. All their flavors are consistently good, they regularly release special editions that are really fun, and no matter what you're in the mood for, there's a Pinnacle to help guarantee you're never going to get bored with the same old stuff. Crystal Head might seem a little gimmicky, but celebrity endorsements and eye-catching bottles aside, what's inside is impressive. When Dan Aykroyd got on board with Crystal Head Vodka, they said the idea was to create unique expressions of ultra-premium vodka that are completely additive-free. And they did it, making a vodka that has no questionable ingredients and a taste that's incredibly smooth. Reaching for a bottle of Crystal Head might make you feel like you're somehow buying into a celebrity marketing gimmick, or that people might think you're just reaching for the coolest-looking thing on the shelf. But who cares what they think? It's good vodka. There's a bonus to those bottles, too. They're pretty awesome for repurposing. The only reason this doesn't rank higher is the price. You can expect to pay $50 to $60 for the standard Crystal Head, while the other products just go up from there. While it's great for a gift or special occasion, most of us just don't want to spend that kind of cash on a regular basis. In 2019, Absolut sold a whopping 11.3 million cases of vodka. And given that each case contains 9 liters, well, that's a lot of vodka. There's a good reason it's so popular, and that's because it's good. When it comes to respectable, middle-of-the-road vodkas, Absolut is one that you want to keep on your shelf. While the original blue is fine for juice mixers, it's not the original that got Absolut this high on our list. Instead, it's the flavors. Absolut has a ton of flavors, so there's going to be something here everyone loves. They also have no added sugar, and that means you can mix with any soda without ending up with a drink that's sickeningly sweet. It's an all-around solid choice, especially if you like fizzy drinks. Few stores have managed to build up an impressively devoted following quite like Costco. And it isn't just the store, it's the products too. Kirkland Signature Liquor has gotten some pretty impressive accolades over the years, and that includes their Kirkland brand vodka. When we looked into the rumor that it's essentially Grey Goose vodka repackaged, we couldn't find anything to either confirm or deny it, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Grey Goose says the rumor isn't true, but given that Costco's response is silence, well, the case is still open as far as we're concerned. Our reason for not placing it higher on the list is that Kirkland vodka comes with a caveat. There are 2 different versions of Kirkland vodka, and you'd better be certain to get the right one. Opt for the American one, and you'll get something like water with a little alcohol. The French one is incredible, though, and we're not the only ones to think so. In taste test after taste test, Kirkland's French vodka, the one with the red label, gets lauded for having all the smooth taste of Grey Goose. Ketel One released a special 325th anniversary edition to celebrate this impressive birthday. You don't get to be a thriving business for that long without putting out a quality product. Looking for something to take to a dinner party? Something to keep on hand for those nights you and your significant other feel like making fancy cocktails? Something to pour over ice with a splash of tonic? Reach for the Ketel One.
Would you bring the gentleman a Ketel One up, please?
Ketel One is straightforward and simple. While they have a couple of flavors, you're mostly going to see the original on shelves. Some vodkas don't need all the fancy flavors. You'll be spending a little more per bottle than other brands, but it's worth it. You can probably pick it up for less than you expect, too, making this an all-around win. It doesn't matter if you're looking for plain vodka or flavored, it's almost impossible to get better than Stolichnaya, or you can call it Stoli. Across the board, the same descriptors apply to practically any product in the Stoli lineup. These vodkas are incredibly smooth. There are no weird aftertastes or burns, and they're just as good in cocktails with any mixer or straight over ice. There are plenty of flavors to choose from, so it's almost a guarantee that there's something for everyone, although we have a particular soft spot for the blueberry. It also has an almost shockingly reasonable price point of between $15 and $19 a bottle. There's another reason we really like Stoli too. Their Stoli honey is heavenly in a hot toddy. Stoli's honey has such a strong, smooth honey flavor that pouring a shot into your evening tea will seriously change your after-dinner drinks. Tito's started small, perfected their recipe and methods, and then went big. The aptly named Tito beverage was originally a geologist, and his interest in groundwater quality got him thinking about making a vodka so smooth that you could drink it straight. Needless to say, they succeeded. More importantly, they've kept that high quality as they've continued to ramp up production. Tito's is so good, in fact, that this is one vodka you definitely don't want to disguise with fancy mixers. The simpler the drink, the better. And Tito's has a special place for dogs. Not only are their own personal dogs welcome at work, but their Vodka for Dog People program has saved countless lives, human and dog, by plucking dogs out of high-kill shelters and flying them where they need to go to find a happy, loving home. Well done on all fronts, Tito's. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite drinks are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.